Man, I love these quarterbacks both in their own way, and the reason why is because like they're opposites.
They're very, yeah, yeah.
They're complete opposites. They're special in their own way. It's Naruto and Sasuke. It's Goku and Vegeta. I mean, it's RG3, Andrew Luck, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady. You've seen it. You know, if you know, you know what I'm talking about, fam.
Welcome to a spooky episode of Hits and Hoops. I'm Tyler, and I'm here with my brother Dixon. What's good, Chicho?
Hits and hoops jutsu. Activate.
Dixon, today we're going to talk about not only the NFL, because the NBA is back. It's been hard to hold my tongue to talk to you about a lot of stuff prior and after the season started. So we're gonna get into that. But before we get started, I want to ask everybody, please follow, like, subscribe, comment. We appreciate all the love, especially with recent. I wanted to thank Marcus Roberson, the ex-NFL player that came on last episode. One of our best episodes, one of our most viewed episodes. Really, really good. So I just want to say thank you again to Marcus. Hopefully, we'll be able to talk to some more people in that profession. But yeah, I just want to shout out to Marcus. Thank you for coming on. Like I said, NFL and NBA. So today's episode for the audience, we're going to get into the battle of the rookies, quarterbacks. Who are the best teams in the NFL? Coach Reddick, Coach JJ Reddick. I still can't believe he's the coach, but Coach JJ Reddick is having an impressive start. Let's be
Wait,
honest.
that's on the NBA side. That's on the
Yeah,
NBA
that's
side.
something, of course. And then we're going to give our finals predictions along with the return of Deeper Than Sports. And I'm really excited to ask you these questions. But let's get started in the NFL, Dixon. What did you think of Tua's return?
Hold on. Before we acknowledge his return, we gotta acknowledge before the game, the press conference,
Yes, go
because we
ahead.
haven't gotten a chance to speak about it. So Tua had a press conference before the game, one of the most, anticipated press conferences ever before his first game back. And to me, he crashed out on that press conference.
Whoa.
Completely. Completely crashed out. He said he wasn't going to wear the Guardian cap. Obviously, the NFL is not going to let any NFL quarterback wear that goofy ass cap just for looks, just for aesthetic. I'm letting you know that now. Don't have any sources. Hey, this is just my opinion. That's why I'm here. But when I say crash out, I'm talking about the types of answers he gave. Very concerning. Very concerning. For example, I love this game to the death of me. Be careful what you're saying, fam. Power of the tongue. Careful what you're saying. And then just, having that attitude like, man, I love this game. I'm willing to give my life for it. I'm gonna go out there. I don't want to retire. I'm all in. It's like that's worrisome, just that mentality, having that and going back out there. But like I told you, you can't play NFL, you can't play that gladiator of a sport and not have that mentality. So it's tough.
Yeah, yeah, having the mentality to go into this type of game. I see. I looked at it a little bit different than you. I looked at it like he was kind of done with being like the concussion. The con
That too, for sure.
so I
He definitely sounded a little fed up, a little annoyed.
Yeah, so he saw that's how I felt, and I mean I like the fire. I mean he said that he's been practicing like he was ready the day after. Um, but we know the more concussions, the longer you stay out. So I mean, God forbid another one does happen, which his track record that it will, right?
Jesus Christ.
I think
That's the worst part, bro. It's not if, it's when.
right. So let's knock on wood that never does happen. But going into the game, what did you think?
Going into the game, man. I thought he looked good. I thought, he was able to get back in there. Reminded me a lot of like earlier Tua, those earlier years where like wasn't really going to turn the ball over, but wasn't going to have any crazy splash plays. Was going to have a really good, precise, solid game. What did you think about it? I was looking more for in-depth analysis from you on this one.
I thought he looked very sharp. I thought he looked like he's been in the lab. He was on cue with everybody, even from I think it was the It was when he tossed it behind his back. Did you see that? That no look. That's something that ball. I think the announcer they were very pro Tua, which is not always the case. It's his first game back, but they were very complimentary of him, his ball handling skills, and he definitely showed it in this game. Even
Oh,
though
he's been getting way better with that, with the play action, with the hiding the ball.
I fully believe last year. Now, I'm sure this is just the last year, romanticizing of last year, but I really believe the NFL took a lot from our scoring streak, the type of plays we ran and the full turnaround handoffs. Like
Yeah,
no one was doing that before.
right.
The league caught up, and I think
Only
that's
the
why.
Chiefs.
And right, the game itself, he looked sharp. He looked better than expected because he made a lot of throws that were very, very, what he's elite at, precise.
Yeah,
He
tight
made
contested throws.
lot of holes. He had Janu very much so much in the offense. They do need to play
John, hey, and John been showing up
really
lately.
like what he's doing. He should be getting more to him. Even not
Tyler Huntley and him had a good connection.
Yeah, for sure. Not to go off on just Janu, but like the drops, especially with Waddle, is ridiculous. And every other tight end, other than like Julian Hill and Smythe, they both drop balls on a consistent basis. But
Nah, yeah, no, and them drops been a consistent theme in Waddle's career, not just this year.
right. It's getting worse. But not to get into that, but sticking on Tua to overall sum that up, I think he looked very sharp. If I had to give it a grade, I'd say like an A minus because it was better than I thought that he would.
Let me ask you, how do you think the offense looked?
The offense had signs of last year, which was hopeful, and that with those drops, if we catch those balls, pause, that we would have looked even better.
First of all, Kyler Murray played us. I believe it was his rookie year, might have been his second year. He destroyed us. He balled. It was a close game. I do remember that. And I expected him to do the same thing here. What did you think he looked like? I saw the rookie, Marvin Harrison. I don't know why he's not getting the same love as, some of these other guys, because to me, he's right there in terms of like that first team all rookie, Marvin Harrison Jr.
I think this was Marvin Harrison Jr.'s probably best game because they actually drove down the field and won. So, and he was a big part of that. He had a big, probably 30-yard catch. He had a great game. McBride had a great game. Murray was,
Hey, a lot of them catches on Ramsey too. I'm sorry to tell you.
but
Sorry to be the one.
Ramsey's everywhere. So if he gets beat on the back end, it's because the play before he was, corner slot blitz.
Right, right. He doesn't just stick to one man.
Yeah, that's one thing that he complained about Fangio a lot. And now he's all over the field.
Right.
So he is the best defensive player we have. He is incredible.
He's been balling all year.
That
I
he,
just had to take a shot. Come on. You
yeah,
had
of
to.
course. This is more like his kind of defense. But not to go off track, Murray played very well. If it wasn't for his legs, any other team, we would have had 6 sacks on him. But he is so quick. It's like I told you, the only way you can catch Murray is if you practice catching your 4-year-old, 3-year-old son, daughter around the house.
Or a squirrel.
Or a squirrel.
Yeah.
He played really
Just
great.
game concept.
Really great throws, to be honest. But the Dolphins let this game go. We were up by 10 at one point.
That's so frustrating for a defense too. That's like demoralizing. That's the thing people don't realize. Like that's one of those killers on the field. Like when you got a perfectly defended play, it's a sack, breaks out of it, gets a 10-yard gain in the first down. Like that just sucks the energy right out of the defense because you did your job. Now it's just this guy's special ability to make those kind of things happen.
And on top of that, a lot of those running plays, like you just mentioned, there were like probably 3 of them on third down. You know,
Yeah, that's exactly. And one thing that people don't talk about Kyler Murray that needs to get acknowledged is his like overall speed. Like
hmm
if he gets going, he's gone. He's capable of doing a 60-yard touchdown, 40-yard touchdown. So obviously people talk about his quickness, but he's one of the fastest like speed quarterbacks we've ever seen as well. Them fucking little ass legs be fucking shuffling out there, boy. Edie Gonzalez on them.
Yeah, what is it, Mighty Mouse?
Right.
He's had two long runs this year, right? Touchdowns, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
These two. There was also they didn't have it on the broadcast, but what I saw there was a missing person sign. Odell Beckham Jr. Have you seen him?
I have. I saw Odell Beckham Jr. twice
Okay. Wait,
since
wait,
he's been in
wait.
Miami.
Without Kim Kardashian or with Kim Kardashian?
Without a OnlyFans model, Kardashian, I saw him twice actually since he's been in Miami. And both were the same exact situation, but different. So let me tell you. The first one was the typical OBJ slant that everyone could see coming. 1, 2, boom, slant. Defense saw it coming a mile away. It was on a critical red zone, third down something. Defense read it, got a hand on it. Beautifully read. I was like, okay, obviously it's basic. We know that. That's his route. Difference is back in the day, he could take that and take it to the crib 60. Now he can't even get the ball. Second time I saw him was the same exact play, but a different week versus a different team. So, I mean, I don't know what's going on. I think if you do want to use him, got to give him better routes than that. Or I don't know, let him come around a wide receiver screen, let him come around a something. Let's just get him the ball and let him get tackled. That's the only way you really get back into the live action.
Speaking about that, McDaniel complimented him in the post-game presser um, about that he's running really good routes. He's doing this, doing this. I don't remember the whole quote, but I that leads me to say I like Mike McDaniel. I really like what he's done. I think a lot of shitty things have gone the Dolphins' way, but it kind of is what it is. It's part of the game. There's no way around it. I like McDaniel, but I'm getting really tired of his press conference like answers saying nothing. He don't give nothing away. He's very articulate with his vocabulary, and it's cool. He's a wordsmith, right? But you can tell he's very smart at how he talks. But I just need real answers. I'm sick of the no answer thing. Like how the team is going, we need something. We need something. That got me thinking today. If he was a salesman, he would be a great salesman. He would
For
just
sure.
talk a little faster, but he would be a great salesman. That's for sure.
Yeah, he would just need a little cafecito cubano, get him going.
There
He'll
you
be
go.
lit. But
Uh,
nah, that's pretty typical NFL coaches. I mean,
yeah,
they're just gonna
yeah,
talk good night. They're just gonna talk circles, not giving much.
yeah. Anything last on the Dolphins or Tua?
Nah, man, that's it. Season's over. It's done. Two
I'm,
and six.
I'm not there yet. It's been brutal. Don't
And
get
we
me.
got the Bills next, buddy.
I know. It's been brutal. Don't get me wrong, bro. It's been brutal, but
All winnable games. That's the worst part. I
that's the
can't
worst part
say,
about it,
bro.
bro.
I can't even say that we this season was lost because of Tua because it wasn't.
No.
Because those games are winnable without Tua.
Well, you just look like you left the dojo, to be honest with
I
you.
just need to start wearing this like for swag, like to go bar hopping and shit.
Hey, there's that anime guy again. No, 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 chill. It's cool. Like, it's straight.
Chill. That's like actually him. That's not. He's not trying to do some shit.
It's straight. They call him Dixon Miyagi. I don't know why, but that's what they be saying. Let's go to some young guys, all right? The battle of the rookie quarterbacks. They played number one and number two
It
overall.
happened.
Battle in Washington. Obviously, it wasn't a great game or a performance by either quarterback until about the 5, 6 minute mark. That's when the game ramped up.
Yeah.
Chicago going all the way downfield.
Yep.
Then with seconds left, historic Hail Mary.
Hmm. Crazy.
Amazing play. Amazing play.
Crazy.
It was like textbook Hail Mary.
It was so clean.
It was.
Such a clean Hail Mary. That's what makes that one distinguishable. Like, wasn't too much fuss going on.
So what did you think about their play, the rookie play?
Man, I love these quarterbacks both in their own way. And the reason why is because like they're opposites.
They're very, yeah, yeah.
They're complete opposites. They're special in their own way. It's Naruto and Sasuke. It's Goku and Vegeta. I mean, it's RG3, Andrew Luck, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady. You've seen it. You know, if you know, you know what I'm talking about, fam. You know what I'm talking about. And man, Jayden Daniels, he's just so much more mature and advanced at this stage
Mhm.
because he's always willing to take the check down. And that's what makes quarterbacks elite at this level. Always willing to take the check down. He don't need the big play. Willing to just get down the field, get the field goal, not take the chance, not turn the ball over. Caleb on the other side is looking for the big play, trying to extend plays, trying to make something happen. Um, but I think they both played solid. I think Jayden definitely outplayed Caleb for sure. But now the Bears had that game in the bag. It was just bad execution, honestly, on the Hail Mary. Defensive guy, first of all, you're supposed to knock it down. If not, you're always supposed to at least assign a defender to each receiver so he could at least be in the area. Not supposed to have every single defender at the ball.
Wow, that was a great comparison of that between the two. That was, yeah, they're both really fun to watch in their own way. Both, they don't need, there doesn't need to be at this point in their career who's better, who's not. Like let them
Can't
develop.
tell yet.
Like let them. They're both over, and winning teams. The Bears and shoot, the Bears would be second in our division if they were in our division, right?
Both have really good teams around them.
Yeah, it that was very exciting. That was an awesome Hail Mary. We've already had two of those this year. I wonder if we'll get any more.
One thing with Jaden Daniels that really impresses me is his quickness.
Yes.
Not even when he's running, but just his ability to move from receiver to receiver, pump fake, and his release. Just such a quick, electric type player.
Yeah, the way he stands up, he seems taller on the field than off the field.
That's just that aura.
Yeah. Going to another young buck, Anthony Richardson. He called it quits. What?
Hey, I never seen that, fam.
Oh,
I've been watching football. Hey,
that's inexcusable, bro.
I got tired. Fam, even Paul Pierce, he damn near faked that he had broke his leg to get out the game. You gotta come up with an excuse at least, bruh. Like you can't
Lie to
keep
me.
it all the way real on this one. I'm sorry.
Lie to me. Be like, yo, I hurt myself. Lie to me. Don't say that.
Yo, I had to throw up. I had to take a piss. Whatever the case is, fam. I don't care. You can't say I was tired. You're an NFL quarterback. What do you mean you were tired? You know how many soccer players just laughed at you saying such a.
Bro, not only that, man. Receivers, linemen, D
You know
line.
how many cornerbacks just looked at you like, say what? Say who?
It's wild, bro.
But I just wanted to speak about Anthony Richardson further. Like, remember Jamarcus Russell?
Of course.
And remember how Jamarcus Russell was the ultimate example of a talented bust? Pause.
Yeah, yeah.
This guy, this guy, Anthony Richardson, is like that on crack.
Mm.
Bro, this guy to me, top three arms I've ever seen. Top Anthony Richardson has a top three arm I've ever seen. I'm not
I've
talking
seen.
about stats. I'm not
I've,
talking about performance. I'm talking about ability to throw the football. The man throws 80 yards effortlessly. That's the part. Effortlessly, flicking the wrist. He's like a wild animal that is trying to get tamed, but I don't know if it's going to happen. I mean, lowest completion percentage in the league by far,
mm.
one of the lowest completion percentages of all time. Like, this is looking bad to worse. But he might go 3 for 10 for a buck 40. Every play was a 60-yard bomb. It's hard to gauge it, but I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, like you've been saying this, he's a raw talent, right? Let's try to figure out, teach. You got to work through things. Like it's not always going to be great, especially the first couple years. But yo, you cannot say I quit and I was tired.
Right. You're not helping yourself out. And yo, this is your second year, buddy. I know
Yeah,
you were injured. but you were supposed to be in the lab. So what I'm trying to say really is you're running out of time.
Hmm.
You're running out of time and excuses. So we got to see. But just in terms of talent, man, that dude is special. Doesn't mean it's going to translate to success on the field, but just in terms of arm, it's crazy.
What's interesting is this whole franchise has put it behind him, right? They want him to be the guy. They're pushing him. They're trying to. They have an offensive coach. They drafted him fourth.
Yeah.
So they're putting and I mean they obviously Flacco's better.
And that's the worst part. Flacco comes in and does way better. So it's like, come on, bro.
you see it on the field. So it's like
You
for
see
him
it.
to say I was tired is crazy.
And it's a good team, bro. That's the thing. The Colts have been a quarterback away.
They're not that good. They're not that good. I mean,
Not that good, but like I'm saying, they've been able to be a pretty good team minus the quarterback since Andrew Luck left. Like they never tanked.
yeah, not on purpose. So back to Anthony Richardson. I want the thing I always think about when I see something like this happen with him, is I talked to a Florida Gator fan, like when he was coming out. I think I told you the story.
I think you did, yep.
He said he was happy that he left. And I
Hmm.
asked him, well, if this guy's the fourth overall pick, why would they be happy that he left? Because of this type of shit, right? Going on right now. Injury, performance being erratic. And yo, and I even told you, I'm like, yo, Anthony Richardson was electric this weekend. But then you have the opposite, which is way worse. A lot of red flags.
The lows are really low.
Yeah, really low. Lastly, for the NFL side, who are the best teams in the league to you?
Man, hey, yo, like we gotta wake up. NFL season is almost over, buddy.
Oh, Joe,
9 games left.
you can't do that.
9 games left, buddy.
It's
We're
almost
gonna wake up and it's gonna be the playoffs, buddy. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm just saying, because look, a lot of times I'm so caught up in it that I don't like realize it. You know what I'm saying? But this year I'm kind of more like conscious of it, like, okay, 9 games left. Like you're 2-6, it's looking, you're gonna need a damn near miracle to make anything happen.
yes, this is them.
So, with that being said, I think we also got a great sample size to be able to really determine, all right, who are the best teams in the league? I kind of just want to bucket, in my opinion, these teams together. Got to go with the Chiefs, undefeated. I
Sorry,
mean,
say that.
when you got Mahomes, when you got Reed, when you got Swift, when you got refs, it's damn near impossible to beat you.
Okay.
You got the Chiefs to me. Okay, you got the Chiefs. Gotta throw the Lions in there.
Yeah.
To me, the Lions are better than the Chiefs. I don't give a fuck. They're better. I still got the Vikings in there. Even though they lost two in a row, they were still very capable of winning both those games, and they were against good teams. Got to throw the Ravens in there. I don't care about the Browns loss in division. Jameis Winston juice. The guy had the pick in his hands that was about to seal the game.
Mhm.
Ravens should have definitely won that game. It happens. I still think the Ravens are a super dominant team, so I'll throw them in there. And then the last slot, I would give it to the Eagles, Philadelphia Eagles. My preseason Super Bowl picks were Eagles versus Chiefs. I'm still on that. I think Eagles are still figuring it out. I still think we haven't seen the best Eagles yet. But they do seem to be on that way. Just
Okay.
blew out the Bengals.
I'm not mad at that. So I have three tiers, and these three tiers are within the top six. Okay. This is just me. Okay.
Oh, so this is like the top broken up into tiers.
Yeah, top six. I didn't want to go too long because, we could be here all night if we wanted to. First tier, and I think they're in a tier of their own, is the Lions. They're beating
Whoa,
on
above the Chiefs?
above the Chiefs. And I'm telling you why. Let me tell you why. Is because the teams that they're supposed to destroy, they destroy. The teams that are good teams that play them, they handle.
They beat.
They've slid by early in the season, but now they're on a different level than anybody. It's the convincing, the dominant wins.
The Titans ass whooping is like, oh, okay.
You drop a 50 burger anytime in the season, you're doing something right.
Heads are gonna turn.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
doing something right. The next tier I have, okay, is the Chiefs, which I agree with what you're saying, and the Bills. Okay. The Bills are also doing it the same way, but they're running the ball. They're a different team. They're not in the air. They have so many people injured, and yet they're still doing this shit. That I can't stand. Why can't the Dolphins do this? No, the Bills are doing it. The Chiefs, everything you said was on point. They have Reed, they have Mahomes, and then some other help. The refs is debatable, but the problem is, like, they played the Raiders yesterday, right? They should have killed the Raiders. It was a touchdown game.
Bro, the Chiefs haven't blown out anybody in like over 2 years.
Right.
Like
That's
literally
why I can't put them
statistically.
one. That's why I can't put them one is
And
because
look, I don't believe in the Bills, buddy.
hey, I don't want to believe in them, but Josh Allen is played as the MVP. If we had
You're
to pick,
saying based on what you've seen thus far.
yes, Josh Allen has been an MVP. And James Cook being a real running back now, yeah, and the way their defense is winning game, like I don't want to get into it anymore. Next tier, Vikings. I agree with you. And this, they're fourth in the league to me. They're still a top team in my eye.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
So I think the Vikings are still impressed with that 2 game slide. Not worried about it. They lose another one, it's possible. Yeah, you might start to have to check some shit. Then I have the Ravens. I love the Ravens. I love watching the Ravens. The Henry Lamar, I love that. Absolutely love that. Their defense is still suspect. That could bite them in the ass later on in the season. If their defense can't figure it out, like someone's gotta pay for this.
They need be a great idea to try to make a move before the trade deadline.
Something. I can't believe I'm gonna say this, bro. I think the Commanders are really fucking good. I really think they're really good. I can't believe they won. This might be some type of magic shit. I'm telling you.
It's what, yeah, that no, that you're right about. That
And
you're right about.
I think they're really good.
But it's all Jaden Daniels.
A
He
ton of it.
That's and that I hate to admit it. I'm a Caleb guy, but that's also another thing that Jayden has so far shown that he's done better. Caleb, they put the team around him that was good. Jayden elevated his team to be good. There's a difference.
The expectations were so low for the Commanders, and the emergence of Brian Robertson Jr. I love him as a running back. I don't know what's your thoughts on him, but he's a big running back that
One of those old school big bags. Hey, shout out to one of both of our favorite running backs all time, Steven Jackson.
hell, oh my God, yeah, you brought back a lot of memories with that. But
Yo, hold on. You speaking about the Commanders. I gotta shout out Bobby Wagner. I think that's super underrated. I think that's a super underrated reason as to why that defense has been so good. You got Bobby Wagner, one of the best quarterbacks of middle linebackers of our generation. Man in the defense, he's QB in the defense. It makes sense.
he's the ultimate middle linebacker. One of my favorites of all time.
Yeah.
The last one I have, like I said, this is top six, is the Packers. I think they're really good. I think Jordan Love has really earned this contract. This is McFleur is a great coach, and Josh Jacobs has worked out for them. Dobbs, Wicks,
They got mad weapons.
they're just they're like a factory. And in a way, man, did Aaron Rodgers hold them back? In a way?
Yeah, his final year or two, maybe, yes.
Like Dobbs was on that team. Yeah, he was a rookie, but I don't know. It's just a different team, and
Watson.
Watson, and even the defense is super solid.
Yeah, Jordan Love's crazy, man. He's looked so far like a combination of Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre.
Yo, he's a gunslinger too. It's
Like
crazy.
he has the throwing motions and swag and style of Rodgers, but he has the mentality of Favre. He's gonna let that thing rip. He gonna throw 5 touchdowns and 2 picks.
Anything else on the NFL that you want to add?
Nah, man. It's yeah, it's really interesting to see. I think we're starting to see a lot of teams' windows closing, and then we're starting to see some teams really assert their dominance. So
All right, let's jump into the NBA. It's time for some hoop talk.
NBA's back.
NBA's back. I'm so excited. Like we watched it as a family. It was an event at our household. It was pumped. Coach Riddick, Coach JJ Riddick.
Reddick.
What am I saying? It's
Reddick.
Riddick.
Red.
Reddick.
Yes, sir. Thank you. There you go.
Coach JJ Reddick. No, I did that.
There we go, buddy.
Coach
There we go.
JJ Reddick's impressive start, 3-0 the Lakers. And I watched two of them. I didn't see the other game, the first game. I saw the last two. They're convincing wins.
Yes.
They're
Versus,
convincing.
versus good teams.
Uh-huh. Supposed to be good teams.
Yeah. I've been very impressed. Like these were the exact games the Lakers lost under Darvin Ham and under whoever else was there in previous years. These were the exact type of games. Like they were in games, but they couldn't close. And to see now that they're in games and they're actually closing, got us with the same cast, it shows a lot to the coaching. But I was super critical of him. You seen me. There's a clip out there. I'm roasting his dumb ass. But well, from what I've seen, some of his takes, some of his opinions, I heard him talking about why are we using brand new NBA balls? Why aren't we using a used broken in ball? Just shit like that. I'm like, oh, you really thinking like
Mhm.
outside of the box. You're questioning the whole system. I love that type of mentality. So I love everything that he's been showing and, all the inside scoop and all the like behind the scenes stuff has been looking really impressive.
I agree. I think I saw a clip of I saw a clip of the offense last year and the offense this year, just how much more fluidness and movement. And that's to me, that's what basketball is. I told you, like my favorite basketball is those Warriors runs, is because that's how basketball should be played.
Oh, you
Constant
saying the ball movement is way
deep
better.
ball, like bat finding a shot. It's a lot of like European ball. Like that's the way movement, as a team. But anyways, they looked good. I was really impressed. LeBron looked good. AD looked like
A
AD.
monster. Yo, quiet as kept, bro. Last year, AD was like 28, 12, and 4.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
28, 12, and 6 or something. I'm like, whoa. He had a monster season. And he looks even better this year so far.
Connect, the rookie looks pretty good, hitting buckets, and yo, Austin Reeves is looking really good.
Country boy going crazy. Hey, but let's talk about who's not looking good.
Yeah, I know.
Let's talk about because I'm so sorry, bro. I'm sorry I have to do this. I have to. I can't not do
But
this.
yo, wait, before you do, let me just tell you, we knew this. We knew he wasn't an NBA player, right? We knew it. He's going to the G League where he should be, and it's the smart thing to do. Let him build in an NBA setting. But yo, they were gonna get their moment, and that was it. Why are you surprised?
Because, fam, I was so hopeful. That's the thing. I wasn't coming into this as a hater. I was
No,
coming into this as a supporter. So you know what? When I seen him averaging 4 points, 5 points in high school, I was like, hey, you know what? He goes to a stacked out school. Like
so
bunch of rich kids go there. You feel me? Like, hey, he'll be better somewhere else. Transferred, same thing. I'm like, okay, you know what? I kept like being in denial and just making up excuses. I'm like, oh well, he hasn't fully grown. He's gonna keep getting better. Then he goes to USC. He does have that crazy scare, the cardiac arrest. So I'm not talking about that. But when he was on the court, when he was out there, same thing, average about 4 to 5 points. I was still making excuses. I said, yo, medical condition, USC, the program. Mind you, I'm like, this is very concerning because the best college players are sometimes, bench players in the NBA, but at least they ball in college. And then every player in the NBA balls in high school.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. High school is when you know.
That's one thing that's a given. He didn't ball in high school. He didn't ball in high school. Anyways, get to the NBA summer camp. Same exact thing. 4 to 5 points. Might have had 1 or 2 games that he went over 10, but same exact thing. So I don't know. Based on what I've seen this far, sorry, Bronny. Kid's not good. Kid's not NBA built in the league, strictly off of daddy, strictly off of nepotism. I'm okay with it. I love it. I support it. But let's just call it for what it is.
He might not be it right now. Okay, he might not be it right now. Give it a couple years. He should be in the G League for another, let's say, 3 to 4 years, and see if
Oh,
he resurfaces a play.
holy
This
shit.
man cannot be. You cannot.
Hey, man wants to put him through a whole nother high school.
It's not high school. He's it's a professional
You
setting.
need you need a whole nother 4 years to see if Bronny got it or not.
I'm not saying, but I mean, what's okay? What's got it to you with him? What are you expecting? An all-star? A starter? I mean, there's 400 players in the league. That's it.
Average 10 points.
Starter off the bench.
It's not even, bro, it's not even what I expect him to be. It's what I'm criticizing what he's shown thus far, and I'm talking about from high school. So that's the shit that I find inexcusable. And that's like, oh, the writing on the wall was there the whole time. Just in denial. Just didn't want to see it.
One thing that I'm in denial about right now is that D Wade approved his statue.
Hey, his ass was fucking forcing it when he said this is the best statue I've seen.
I feel bad because he's not going to come out and publicly say it, but that's a hideous statue. I am excited to go see it in person and just in amaze that the player that we grew up loving and watching and won championships with has a statue.
It's not that player. The one we grew up watching is not what that statue is, fam.
Well, the idea of it is for the player.
Fam, that statue look like Mr. Miyagi with fucking Down syndrome or some shit, fam.
How it was bad. He said it was like, oh, an artistic take of me or something. Like that's a
Yo, but this is
question
my
going
thing,
up, right?
Tyler. Hey, we're huge fans of Greek mythology and that whole era and everything. You remember how good they used to do the statues back then, bro? Whoa, you remember them statues that Da Vinci and them was carving up? How the hell did we regress? They used to make statues that look better than us in real life, and now we can't even make one identical. Yo, I don't know. Them boys said that boy looked like fucking Morpheus or some shit from Matrix. All type of shit, fam.
Yeah, that's funny. My part of me thinks is like maybe they had to use a certain material because of
But they all look terrible, in my opinion. Like
all
there
of them.
hasn't been one that I was like, oh shit. Like, oh shit, the Jordan one, that one's so fire. And I got a chance to see that one in person, but that's the only one. I think the Shaq one's dope too.
Yeah.
But like the Kobe one was they had a bunch of like typos and shit on it. Like what?
What? Another thing I want to get into, and I'm very happy that you're on this train now. Dixon Luna
Oh,
is finally a Steph Curry fan. Not that he hated him before, but he's looking at him with rose-colored glasses now. How's your experience
feels so good to be on this side, brother.
been?
It feels so good, fam. Let me just take people through a quick. Hey, it'll be quick. Quick little run through with Steph. I was a huge fan of Steph coming out of Davidson, light skin assassin. I knew he was gonna be different. Came into the league, he was pretty good first couple years and then started being great. Won the championship with Klay Thompson. Even though won it under circumstances where people got injured and shit. That already made me start to be like, okay, hold on. Then KD came there, couldn't support it, and since then was hating on him like crazy. I ain't gonna lie, hating on him like crazy. What really won me over was this previous Olympics in the summer. Seeing him, Bron, and KD, and obviously I'm rooting for the team, right? I'm rooting for Team USA, so just to be rooting for him and just to be on this side and being able to appreciate it, I'm like, oh man, this is amazing. Like this guy is so fun to watch and support. Like when you're on this side, it's fun, bro. Like when you're on the other side, it's mad stressful, fam.
You're just like depriving yourself of happiness. That's what you.
Bro, when you're on the Raptors rooting against Steph, that shit was stressful as fuck.
Yeah.
Like them boys had to do a boxing one on him. It was crazy, but to be on his side, to support it, to love when he does like the emotes and shit. Oh man, I'm here and I'm gonna just, definitely enjoy the rest of his career.
How long? How long? How long? How much longer do you think he's got? I'm not looking. I'm not looking for Father Time to come anytime soon. But how much? How
I'll
much?
say five.
5 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many?
I'll say five. I'll say Braun maybe one. I'll say KD like four. But I wouldn't be surprised if all of those come sooner than we expect. Because you got to remember, like, bro, they could just be like, I'm good, fam.
I think you might be right. I think after this year, Braun is probably going to really start to think about his future, especially if they go second round and get bounced again. I really think like this year we really going to have to really
I
watch.
think Braun, yeah, I think Braun got one more year. That's it.
Watch. We got it. We got to as a society of NBA lovers, we need to watch more LeBron this year.
Please, everyone.
Everybody.
LeBron, KD, Steph, please enjoy these
The
three.
Warriors game, if you see a Suns game, even though I hate watch them, I watched them the other night against the Lakers. Um, we got to watch these players. LeBron
These
and
three legends. It's crazy. They're like the big three of music. And there's always going to be the one, top one, which would be like Drake, LeBron. But then you got Cole and Kendrick. Then you got, KD and Steph, which were also fucking great, all time great. So gotta really, just lock in with those three.
finals prediction. What you got?
Nah, you go first, bro.
Celtics, Mavs. I think it's a rematch.
Shut the f
I think the Mavs got better.
Oh my God. He said Mavs.
I think the Mavs got better. I really do. Clay playing, bro. Think about this. I've heard no one say this. Kyrie and Clay went against each other in those battles.
So many times.
Now they're on the same team.
It's crazy.
Clay's getting shots wide open and they're banging.
And he's playing pissed off and motivated. That's the
Yeah.
key. He
And
really wants to show like, oh no, y'all, I'm still him.
and not only that, Lively in the middle, he's better. He can handle the ball more.
Second year, yes, sir.
And Luca just be playing games out there. He's
Hey, Luca, whenever you come back to Miami, let me get you right with a barber, bro. Cause
for real.
yo, you too rich, too fit, like, bro, or just ask one of the black dudes on your team. But come on, fam.
Someone. But yeah, I got in the Celtics, they're just shooting 55 threes every game. And did we get a pissed off JT?
I told ya, I told
Oh,
you.
it's only been 3 games, so let's.
Oh no, it's here. Oh no, the Jason Tatum MVP campaign has started, brother. Has started. Pissed off JT is here. Thank you, Steve Kerr. Thank you, NBA Twitter.
Mm.
Thank you, everyone who roasted him. Thank you, everyone who called him
Oh,
corny.
you're part of that train though,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm thinking myself too. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because of pissed off JT, I love to see it. And now I feel like he's just gonna go 30 plus every time, or he's gonna at least try. Because he knows the team's good enough to win anyway. So he could just start doing a little individual shit now. Man, I gotta say for sure, Celtics.
Yeah.
I hold on.
Okay.
Let's break it down a little bit, please. Celtics, but on the way would be the Knicks in the way. The Knicks are gonna be,
Really?
yeah, the Knicks are gonna be in the way of that, but they're gonna get past them. But that's just who's gonna be, the boss before the boss type shit, right?
Okay, I don't agree, but go ahead.
And then on the other side, fam, I gotta go Minnesota.
Okay.
I gotta go Minnesota. I think Ant Edwards, the Team USA experience, I think he's ready. I
Okay.
think he's ready, and I think they got rid of, whatever zestiness. Oh no, they still got Rudy Gobert. Nah, but they got rid of a lot of zestiness with Cat, and they brought in some dogs, some real live action dogs, and Randall and DiVincenzo. So, yeah, man, I think the T Wolves make it this year, and I think
Edwards right now is a top 11 player? 10?
10, gotta be 10.
Okay. I'm just asking. So he gets up to the top five. Is
Gotta get up to top five, yeah. And I think, yeah, bro, I think, the West is a little different this time around.
Yeah, it is definitely a little different.
I think, and like I think, I gave you on the East side who's gonna be in the way. I think the main team that will be in the way of of Timberwolves is OKC.
Yeah, that was the one I thought about a lot.
Hmm.
They're a great team.
They're a great team, and they're almost there.
Yeah.
Next year, they'll be ready. They'll be ready for their dynasty next year. They still got they trust me, they still got about 5 first-round picks left.
Anything you got on NFL or NBA that we didn't bring up?
On the NBA side, real quick, I wanted to bring up I think the Nuggets are officially washed.
Yeah, I think
I
they're gonna
fucking
have to
love it.
retool. They're gonna have to retool.
Yeah, Nugget, it's okay though. They
Like
had a great run.
50 wins, like they're gonna be doing their thing. They'll figure out a
50 wins, second round exit type shit.
yeah, they need for whatever reason Jamal Murray is not as good as a player, and a lot of their guys kind of stepped, off that championship team.
Yeah. I think
And
they just got older. I think they just got, yeah, I think that's it. They can't last forever. No great dynasty lasts forever. So I think they're just, toward the end of their run.
but I can see not that this is gonna happen anytime soon, but I could see Joker retiring before I see him going to a different team. I think that's just the way he's built.
He don't give a damn about basketball.
Last segment, deeper than sports. What you got? I'm gonna have you go first. Oh no, let me go first. I want to ask you this. Three sports figures you want to interview.
Can you go? Fuck.
I'll go. It's a lot. It's a lot. It took me a few minutes to think of mine. You're good.
Dead or alive?
Alive, preferably alive.
You go first.
Okay, my first one is Pat Riley, the Don. He is one guy there's very few people that I've ever looked up to or thought as like not a goal, but how they carry themselves, how they handle their own business. And having done it in my own research, that's why I know a little bit more about Pat Riley than he's the executive, right? Pat Riley won. Marino, just to hear about the life as a quarterback in the 80s and 90s on our favorite team. He is the best player of our favorite team of all time. Yeah, we saw very, very little or comprehended very little. He is and still a face of the team. Like
Still
you'll
very much involved too.
exactly, he's still part of the team. And my last one might shock you, but Bill Belichick. I would like to just kind of have a football encyclopedia right at the tip of my fingers, pretty much.
Wow.
So
That's
yeah,
a great
Riley,
pick.
Marino, and Belichick, my big three for interviews. I would like
Check.
Belichick, Belichick,
Fuck it. Doesn't even matter.
Billy B.
Damn, bro.
And now take your time, man. Take your time. You don't need to rush it.
Wow.
Like I said, took me a few minutes to think about it too.
3 days later.
All right, boom. So my three, I gotta go, and this might surprise some, might not. Gotta go, Michael Jordan.
Okay,
I
okay.
mean,
Yeah, that's a good one.
how much did you actually drink, buddy? Like, how much cigars did you actually smoke for your eyes to turn yellow? Those type of questions. You get me?
Some lifestyle questions. Okay.
No, but in all seriousness, definitely interview the GOAT. But I would love to ask him a lot of off court shit, honestly, because he was like a different type of athlete. You know what I mean? He was like
He was iconic.
an icon, a living icon. So I know the amount of bucks that was getting thrown. I know the offers. I know the deals. I know the businesses were out of this world. The celebrity status was out of this world. So definitely, Mike.
He was a global star.
Exactly.
He was a
Exactly. He was up there with like Mike Jackson.
Yeah,
Like it's Jackson or Jordan. Crazy.
and six.
Next I would have to go Bob Sanders.
Wow. Went into your bag on this one. Okay.
Yeah, I went into my bag. I'd just love to know from his point of view how it was, like how it was, how it felt to just go out like that. You know what I mean? From being at such a high defensive player of the year, winning a Super Bowl to being out of the league a couple years later, and the toll that it took on his body, because just being a shorter player. Definitely would love to hear about that. And the last one, this is gonna really fuck you up
Mm.
like crazy. I would love to interview Miguel Cabrera,
Wow. Okay.
fellow Venezuelan. Love to see, how he likes his arepas,
Okay.
what his mom was cooking, what his mom was listening to, the culture he grew up in, and also would love to see, how that translated to like South Florida and the impact that he had on the community down here.
Yeah, you went deep into your bag on these. That's for sure.
Told you, give me some time, fam.
Yeah, yeah, I have nowhere to be. I'm where I need to be right now. Wow, those are some good answers. So Cabrera, MJ, and
Bob Sanders.
Sanders. That's like
I
that's
was thinking like, damn, Marshawn Lynch, but he already said what he thought about them not handing the ball off. So I was like, I already got my answer out of him.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah, bro. For me, this is crazy. I mean, normally I ask the type of question you ask, but
Hmm.
now I'm gonna ask the type of question you normally ask.
I've had that written in my phone for like 3 months to ask you, and I found it.
That's crazy.
I have like 4 or 5 lists in there, all for deeper than sports, but they're all over my phone. So I
That
stumbled.
boy left that shit like clues,
Yeah.
hidden clues. My question to you, bro, not to get too crazy or not to get too deep, but that's exactly what I'm about to do.
Okay. I mean, just like your bag, right?
What do you think happens after you die?
All right. So I do think there's a God. I do. I think there's a different, um, there's stuff that makes us unique, right? And I don't think that's like on purpose. Or I don't think, I mean, sorry, I don't think that's on accident, right? So I do think there is a spiritual aspect of us, right? But as in like our body, wherever our spirit goes, that's what I believe goes to wherever we're supposed to go. But
But you do think we somehow, in some way, continue somewhere else?
yes, I don't know what that is though. I don't know if it's, an afterlife. I don't know if it's a, reincarnation. Like there's so many different avenues you can go down there. But I don't like to your body, to all that, nothing. It just
Of course. I mean, yeah, we know that.
nothing. But I do think there's something more. Um, what? I don't know.
Okay. You
I
think
think a lot
you
of
think
our
it's something there, but you don't know what.
I think a lot of the stuff that we know as humans is there's stuff that we don't understand or don't know about.
That's
You
for
don't know
sure.
what you don't know, right? And if we were to able to comprehend stuff that is about beyond our comprehension, like we're literally like organisms that came off this planet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Us to grow into you have a mortgage bill that there's a company that will finance you.
Nah, that shit's insane.
It's wild. I mean, there's still places around the world that are like untouched by, our civilization. Like they're sleeping in under trees every night.
Yo, I gotta, bro. Thank you for bringing that up. You know, I've been researching that a lot lately.
Oh yeah, I went down a hole with
Uncontacted tribes.
yeah, I went down a hole with that one.
That's my shit lately. I'm kind of getting off of it now, but I was studying a lot like uncontacted tribes and just how to live like in the Amazon. Not for me. I would never do that shit, but
Oh no, but just to know, just to
yeah,
let
of course. Of course. Damn, that's okay. I respect that. For me, this is it, buddy.
So would you consider yourself an atheist?
I don't know what it is. Hey, all I know is this segment is gonna piss Chino off like crazy. But I think personally, my opinion, this is it, buddy. You got this one life, do the best that you can with it. Let me tell you this. We know damn for sure that this is the only life that we know for facts that is here. So I'm gonna just treat it like that. But no, in all honesty, I do think that that's it. I think it's like a plant or like an animal. I think our memory and our impact for sure lives on, but I think that's it, buddy.
Hey, I mean, this is what you think. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what you think.
Yeah. It's just the whole concept of for me, like heaven and hell, like never seemed. Oh, actually, no, it does. Nah, never mind. I'm good. I'm gonna get into that.
It's just there's stuff that's unexplainable that doesn't really always make sense, right? Not everything needs to make sense. It could be above our comprehension. You feel me? Like when you have a connection with somebody, right? Like we're just not like two pieces of meat talking. You feel me?
Right, right.
There's more
No,
to
for sure. And I do think while we're alive, there is a lot of special things going on. And yeah, maybe in the afterlife, but I do think that like here on Earth, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on that we may not comprehend or see.
right. Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, man. What a question to wrap all this up.
Take it back to the basics.
Who would have thought we would have that? Wait, but let me ask you. Let me ask you something. What made you get to that point? Was there a certain Was there a certain like event, or you just getting older and seeing more stuff around you, seeing
I think
life?
when you ask me am I atheist, I'm more like I don't know what to call it. I just believe science. I'm more of like a science guy. So
Like Bill Nye is what you're telling me.
just like that. And that's not to say like I don't believe stuff that doesn't have proof because I do, but I think like I compare ourselves to, other animals and plants and based off what I know, just on some realistic shit, that's what happens. You just die. Your brain stops working and your brain is your consciousness. So unless they're like you said, the spirit, which is something we can't see or gauge.
Touche, man. All right, man. Oh, I got anything you want to add to the show before we wrap it up and talk more about religion?
Nah, man, that's it. Thank you all for making it. Thank you all for supporting. Be on the lookout. More people coming on. Fans, ex-athletes, ex-coworkers, friends, thoughts, you name it.
All right, man. Well, Dixon, it's always a pleasure. Everybody, listen. Appreciate y'all listening. Like, comment, follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And Dixon, have a good night, my brother.
Yes, sir, bro. You too.